the all-new 2023 model McLaren Artura, their new high-performance hybrid supercar. This is pretty gorgeous. Let's give it a slight push. Hello guys, I am back today welcoming you all with this. Right in front of us we have the all new 2023 model McLaren Artura. This is their new high performance hybrid supercar, also known as the hybrid rocket and the successor of the 570S. And in today's video I want to give you a full tour showing you all the exterior highlights. Afterwards we'll be also checking the special interior, and then last but not least we will be listening to the sound of the McLaren Artura. First things first, let me talk about the numbers. Here we have the McLaren Artura, extremely powerful, coming with 680 horsepower, 500 kilowatts and 720 newton meters of torque. We have a 3-liter V6 bi-turbo engine coming with a hybrid powertrain. The V6 bi-turbo engine is producing 585 horsepower, and the electric battery in addition to that is producing 95 horsepower. We have a plug-in hybrid McLaren here giving us an electric range of 30 kilometers, and we do the 0 to 100 sprint in 3 seconds. The Vmax of this McLaren hybrid rocket is at 330 kph. When talking about the weight, we are talking about less than 1.5 tons. This spec here is extremely special as we have the finished exterior paint called Amber Orange. It costs around about 4,000 euro extra. Talking about the prices, the base price of the McLaren Artura starts at 230,000 euros in Germany. That's it for all the information. There's also some rumors coming with the McLaren Artura. People are saying that they've already spotted a McLaren Artura Roadster, a convertible version, the Spider version of this. Maybe we'll be seeing that in 2024 or next year. Anyways, let's get on and let's start with the walk around, the tour of the exterior. So starting to talk about the front and the face of the McLaren Artura, we have a lot of McLaren specific exterior highlights and very nice design elements. First things first, the way they have matched the exterior body with the McLaren emblem. I really love it. When you look at the eyes of the Artura, first things first, you can see the eyes, the headlamp sitting on top, and then with the amazing movement here we have the intakes, and then underneath here we have another LED lighting. It's pretty cool to have that. I really love the brutal look of the face. Huge fan. In the front here, front lamp is finished in black gloss, also with the intakes here. UK car, but with the steering wheel on the left side to be more precise. We have the McLaren badging here in the front. This car here finished in amber orange. Huge fan of the color. Looks extremely perfect for me. I really love it. And the side, as you can see, we have the flying doors. Let me just close the doors for you for a second. First, and then second, so we can appreciate the side proportions of this McLaren Artura, because it's been really giving me Speedtail vibes, the way they shaped it and designed it, the entire greenhouse and the way they also colored it. I mean, we have the amber orange on the bottom, and on top we have the full black gloss roof here with the amazing movement here. I'm a huge fan of this. McLaren has done an amazing job with this entry-level McLaren hybrid rocket here. We have the intakes here. It's humongous the way they just shaped this and integrated this in the body. Lovely. We have the door handles here on the side, and we have the wheels here. These are always the same size. I think we are talking about 19 inches in the front and 20 in the back, if I'm not mistaken. Multi-spoke, full finished in black gloss with the carbon ceramic McLaren brake system. It's pretty cool to have that. Also the side fins here, giving it a wider look. Side mirror also finished in black gloss with the amber orange details. Afterwards, we're speaking here about the 20-inch wheels in the back. Extremely nice looking. Very cool with the McLaren emblem here in the center. Huge fan of that. Sitting on winter tires right now. On the right hand side, as soon as I pop this open, you can see here you can fill the car with petrol, and on the other side, however, you can charge the car. There you go. As we have a plug-in hybrid model here, this is the way you charge this vehicle. It's pretty cool to have that. Also the covers here sitting in the back, pretty cool to have that. I have a direct view on the McLaren engine here. Also the engine is turned 120 degrees. You can also spot that when you look onto the rear. Let me just show you that for a second. As soon as you have a close look from underneath, you can kind of see it, the way they just turned the engine. All in all, I'm a huge fan of the look of the McLaren Artura rear. This is pretty pretty gorgeous. As a fine designing McLaren entry a vehicle here, we have a lot of details that I have to focus on. First things first, we have the tail lights here, super slim design, also with the look of this here, pretty cool shape. Also, this is finished in aluminum if I'm not mistaken. We have the exhaust tips here. On the left and right hand side, there's just two of them. McLaren Artura details here. Then you can literally look in the inside here, you can see that. It's pretty cool. The diffuser, full black gloss finish. Lovely. So how do you like the look of the rear of the McLaren Artura here? I honestly like it. It looks very classy, super elegant and very sporty with the exhaust tips sitting on top of the number plates here. So that's it from the exterior point of view. How do you guys like it? Now we will be stepping in the inside. Before we do that, here we have the key of the McLaren Artura, and this is something I really don't like, to be honest. The shape of this is super weird. I mean, it's very handy if you touch it, but the finish is just cheap. If I'm honest with you, paying almost plus 250,000 euros and you're getting this plastic covered key, I wish it was more special. Now let's just jump inside, unlocking the McLaren Artura. So now as soon as we unlock the car, that's how you open up the door. You have the door handle here, just a button, and then you can move it all the way up. Literally moves up fully on its own as soon as you just lift it up a bit. You see that? Just give it a slight push. And then you have the world of the McLaren Artura interior here. Completely special trim here. I mean, most of the McLarens you see, they always come with a full black interior, but with this one we have a cool orange detailed interior. You have the piping here in orange and a lot more orange details in the inside. Yeah, opening and closing the door is super easy and really cool. Amazing. Let's just jump inside. Let me give you a closer look here. And then you can close the door by just moving that down again. So in the inside of the McLaren Artura, we have this McLaren specific steering wheel. Here's a flat bottom one. It's full finish in Alcantara, but you can also go with a full leather finish here. I really love the Alcantara finish. It's pretty cool. Also the frame and everything here is finished in aluminum. Also the shift pedals here is really special. I'm a huge fan of the full aluminum shift pedals here. Except for that, there is something really special that I have to mention. The steering wheel itself, if you want to set it, just look at that. The entire control unit moves with that. So the steering wheel is actually connected with the display unit here. Apart from that, sitting next to the displays, we have the ESC control here. You can just switch it up and down here, and you can set the handling of the car. You see that? Comfort, sport, and track. It's pretty cool. On the right hand side here, you can set the drive mode. We are right now set in electric. The car will always start up in electric, but you can also switch it up to comfort, sport, and also up to track. So when you start it up in sport, it will instantly start up the engine. If you start it up in comfort in electric, it will always start up fully electric. Super quiet and really comfortable, honestly. The steering wheel is perfect for me. The entire control unit is really easy to use. The display here is super responsive. If you're going back, you just press that button. You have media, phone, navigation, audio, and everything. The navigation is actually super easy to use. We have a weak GPS signal right now as we are in an underground garage. But apart from that, I really love the way they did it. Even have ambient lighting in the inside of this, and you can set the brightness all the way up and down. But honestly, you can just see that here on the door panel. It looks really cool, especially in the night. Talking about the door panel, there's one thing in specific that I have to mention that I love about this car. It's the audio. The speakers here inside, it's just absolutely amazing. The sound quality is pure and it's just perfect for me. The seats here, we have the McLaren Artura specific comfort seat. So there's a second option also to choose more sportier seats. So you will be wrapped all around, but these are the comfort seats. Also with the orange piping, McLaren details here on the headrest. Apart from that, we have the black stitching all around, Alcantara and a leather combination here. The dashboard also finished in Alcantara Dinamica, and we have the Bowers and Wilkins speakers here. The sound is 10 out of 10. Right over here, we have the start-stop button. We have the drive, neutral, and reverse button, and we have two cup holders, one forward and one back over here. And then we have a bit of space inside here where you can also put some things inside, like my glasses, or you can also put in some cables. You have USB-C charger port and USB charger ports as well. Apart from that, that's actually it for the exterior and interior walk around. Now we will be talking about the sound. As soon as I start up the car, as I mentioned, we are right now set in comfort. When I just push the brakes, the engine starts. But what you can also do is start the car in full electric. You can just set the driving mode to electric, and once you do that, the car can be fully driven in electric mode. Right now, there's also something really important that I have to mention. As soon as you start up the car, it will take a few minutes to get the right temperature for all the components. Then afterwards, you can switch it all around the way you want it. But right now, you have the engine running, getting the right temperature, and then you will be ready to go. As soon as we are finished with the running up, we will be switching the car up to sport, and then we will be revving it, okay? So the engine is warm now. Let's rev it a bit. I will be putting the windows down on the right and left hand side. We are inside an underground garage, so it will be a bit louder than in the outside. Listen to the V6 biturbo engine here. Yeah, it's pretty decent. The cool thing is that you don't have a rev limiter. You can turn it all the way up to 7,000 and 8,000 RPM. The sound is okay, but while driving it's so much better because you have some really cool pops and bangs in the background, but it's not as loud as it used to be with the V8. Still, as a driver-focused car, I am really surprised it works pretty well. Also the hybrid system in addition with the combustion engine. Huge fan, really like it. How do you guys like it? Just leave it in the comment section below. Okay, so now it's time for a sound check from the outside. We'll be starting up the Artura in 3, 2, 1. Listen up to this. How do you like the sound of the McLaren Artura? Rate it from 1 to 10 in the comment section below.